People try too hard with the young people, and then they always feel they're being trapped into a situation with all the social media and the distractions that are there. There's also a lot of young people who are very aware that this is not getting them anywhere. The way we present the teachings, the way we communicate the teachings with the younger generation, I think there's a lot of learning to do still, and a lot of research and understanding still left. Because our approach usually has been not to go after people, but people approach the teacher and then the teachings are given. And this might not really be workable in sort of the common world, let's say in the Western world or the many different metropolitan cities and so forth, where young people don't have that concept at all. And on the other hand, the moment you say meditation, people equate something very boring with meditation. I've spoken to young people who say things like, oh, I can't sit for so many hours, because they think it's just sitting and not doing anything. So I think in that concept, teachers and those who have Dharma centers and people who are able to communicate must communicate with the younger generation in terms of the profound philosophical teachings, so that they have this material to understand prior to going into meditation. Once they have an understanding of what is it that they are trying to work with, their mind, then they will appreciate the method, which is, I think, being sort of approached a little bit opposite in many ways, is that we try to get them to meditate without really telling them why they need to meditate. And so the attraction or the inspiration for that is not so much there. Second thing is, I think people try too hard with the young people, and then they always feel they're being trapped into a situation. So I think effort needs to happen where young people are encouraged to feel comfortable and, come and go whenever they feel like. So whether it is, going to the temples or whether it is going to the teachers and so forth, so that there has to be a sense of feeling comfortable and at their own pace. But in the process of that, their mind, which is a very curious mind, has to be, given insight and given the opportunity to explore and understand. So there's a lot of work left to do in this, situation, where the younger people, there's this whole young generation and how we can approach with the young generation. And so that's something that I've been speaking with to a lot of teachers in terms of seeing what is it that we can do that might inspire young generation to actually work with themselves. Particularly, it's of great concern for many parents, as you just said, with all the social media and the distractions that are there. It's a habit that is already there, but one of the good things is, because of that, there's also a lot of young people who are very aware that this is not getting them anywhere. And so I think that's where, more sort of interactions and communications can be had.